Yeah, we said before the game we need this to be a celebration of what we've been working on the last 5 weeks, and what we stand for as a group, and yeah, what we expect of ourselves. And I think you could see a committed, hungry, energetic group out there in the first half, and to be dealt a little bit of vulnerability, to go down a goal or to concede that goal, and then you come back again. It just shows a bit of grit and determination, and exactly what this group stands for. Never say die attitude. Whereby I thought there was no need, to concede how we did. I thought we mitigated the game for most parts and nullified their danger moments. We hit the post twice. Again, incredibly proud of this group, and then. Just shows that we believe in our roster. We believe in our recruitments. I think the guys that debuted today, you could see exactly what they're all about, and the energy they give us and how they complement our game model. So really thrilled for the group, really excited that, they get the first W, but it's only half time. So yeah, we're ready to go hopefully next week soon.
Coach.
Right, Jose looked very good throughout training camp, but what have you seen in him so far that you put him in the 85th minute, and how he's done?
Yeah, I was just looking for a little bit of structure at the end there. You could see Houston becoming a little bit more threatening, and I just thought, playing Jubs, Edu, and Jose, that just complemented what we try to do, and especially with Celio, Klaus, and Sam up top still, which were always going to be a threat, and Edu with set pieces. I know Jose showed a lot of good attributes, and so has everyone else. There were a couple of gutted guys that didn't get on the field tonight, and they've shown well too in preseason. It was just a spur of the moment decision. Just thinking, as was Indy's call to keep him on for the set piece. So it's this moments in the game that you just have to feel and think what's best in that situation. And we thought that was the best way to go. But Jose's eager to learn. He's eager to work. He's eager to ask questions, and credit to him. He's hungry.
Coach, you spoke to the grit and determination late in the game for your team, but as far as the game's progression, did you see what you'd expect out of the first game of the season, or did you see maybe a bit more of energy from them?
I was surprised that we went how we did for the whole 90 minutes. I thought maybe at some point we might, fatigue a little bit. But if you look at Sam and Klaus up top, the way they're running that they put out there, and the tenacity to come back in the game and be ready for transitions again, and then running in behind. And so I thought, I think from the defense all the way through to the strikers, we did a hell of a job. Just shows that we've been working really hard in preseason, and we came through unscathed, without any issues in preseason. There were no casualties, and everyone was available. So competitiveness was always there in the group. And I think that showed tonight. So really thrilled with the overall performance.
Bradley, was there a sense of deja vu with Tim Parker scoring the first goal of another season for you guys?
Yeah, he's primed for big moments, right? And big moments, the start of our season, the start of he scored in the playoffs, and now he scores in our debut in the CONCACAF tournament. So he's a seasoned pro. He's experienced. He's a gamer. He loves to play with power and intensity, and anytime he can get up the field, he puts his body about. He's hard to play against in the back line, but going up, we know he's a real dangerous threat there.
Coach, we saw Indy Vassilev kind of come down the tunnel in this game. Do you have any injury updates on him?
I don't want to speak out of turn. Something's going on with his wrist. I don't want to put words in my mouth that, I just want to keep it at that, but he has injured his wrist.
Coach, actually, to keep on Indy, it looked like you're about to sub on Blom as he was stepping over that free kick to send it in, but he wanted to stay on. What did that mean in that moment?
Yeah, listen, I trust my group. And Indy made a sign and a signal to the bench, and he was like, not yet. So we stopped. We aborted the substitution, and we have set plays in mind. And then Alex has been working hard at set plays, our goalkeeper coach and set piece specialist. He's. I just have a hungry, confident group right now, right? So they want to spend every minute on the field. They want to give everything for the team, and we want to win games. And I told the boys after the game, let's celebrate these moments more, because not everything's a given in life, and there's always things that are happening, and life passes us by really quickly. So I want us to enjoy these moments. And Indy decided to enjoy 20 more seconds.
Coach, you talked at Media Day a little bit about how well the back line played in the preseason and how well they looked in front of Berkey, and they even said the same thing when I talked to them. Your assessment on how they kind of played tonight and, as we get into the season here a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I know we concede the offsides goal, but we play, how we do. And you could see it was quite intentional with the way they play with Kiriskia running late through in the second run, LEU running the line as well. Ferreira also, strong to get in behind. And that's one of the things you have to deal with, right? So, but overall, very happy with the group. I mean, Roman had one or two moments, but nothing that, we've been seeing in terms of history, right? So what we left behind last year, we left behind, and we feel very confident now that we don't want to give too many chances up. And, the less we see Roman and the less we use Roman, the better I sit on the sidelines. So the boys have been working hard to try and get that right. And again, we've had a bit of a staggered or stuttered preseason in terms of Joachim Nielsen not being available all the time and traveling back home to get his paperwork sorted out. Same with Eddie Leuven. Weren't able to go the full minutes and weren't able to put themselves in contention for starting. But it just shows that we have a lot of determination, a lot of hungry guys to get minutes. And I think that helps our overall product.
Coach, did it feel a little bit like last season with the home environment? You just get a sense a goal is coming before Tim's first goal. A lot of opportunities, really active. Do you just have a sense at that point something good is about to happen?
Yeah, it's momentum, right? So I said it a couple of times, and I said it to the boys in the locker room. If you bring energy the way we play, especially in front of these fans and our crowd, energy turns into momentum. And where can you utilize momentum is up in their end. Play in their half, create chances, win those counter-pressing moments. We're closer to goal. We can transition. We can be dangerous. And the more dangerous you are, the better chance there is of you, getting one on target or scoring goals or, ultimately winning games.
Got two questions on Zoom.
Yeah, we're going with Herman Benitez. Go ahead, Herman.
Yes, sir. Just wanted to ask you your thoughts on there at the end of the game before the goal after the Dynamo scored. It feel like the momentum swung towards the Dynamo's direction and you were able to escape the game with the win. Just wanted to talk to you in the second half, your thoughts on the game after the Dynamo were able to break away and score that equalizer.
Yeah, listen, I mean, we actually have a controlled situation where we're 2 versus 1 on the sideline and, we go to ground, try and win the ball. We actually win the ball twice. And then unlucky things happen, right? So unfortunately, we couldn't recover from that rebound moment and we give up a goal. In terms of the momentum shifting, that's why we decided to make the changes we did. We decided to bring Jose in just to solidify the midfield, which ultimately was a catalyst to get us back and gain that momentum again. So, I don't look at that too dramatically. The boys are trying the right things. We trust them in those moments. We'll look at film, but overall, very happy with the performance.
Last question from Christian Moraes. Go ahead, Christian.
Good evening, Coach. Christian
Good evening.
Moraes from Território MLS Brasil. Congratulations on the win.
Thank
Coach,
you.
I'd like you to talk about Célio Pompeu performance in today's game. He ended up getting involved in the movie that led to Houston goal, but then they took part in the move that led to winning goal.
Yeah, listen, from what I got of your question, I think, the minute we make the change with Célio, we know he's a threat in behind. We know he combines very well with Klaus, and those guys have a good relationship with each other. Célio does a good job, coming back in the game. He's got good energy. He can win 1v1 battles going forwards, and defensively he's pretty solid. So, we just think that he's the next wave of energy from the bench, and that's what the game demanded. That's what the game needed. And ultimately, that was the decision to get Célio on the field. So, we can utilize Célio at different positions. We can play him in the last line as a striker, can put him in the 10. We can put him out wide to go in 1v1 duels in isolation. So, yeah, Célio did a good job.
Coach, thank you for joining us. We appreciate your time.
All right. Thank you very much. See you next week.
Thank you.